What is going on, my nieces and nephews? Welcome back to another episode of Fun Uncle. And today's episode, we are talking about Veefriends, a project on the Ethereum blockchain. The floor is currently 16.5, and is made up of child artwork that is minted on the blockchain. This project, I cannot even begin to describe it to you without first describing a man named Gary Vaynerchuk. He is an absolute behemoth in the world. He is a media marketing entrepreneur, a megalith, a giant. He is an extreme personality. He's from Jersey. He's a Jets fan. No, he's not from Jersey. Is he Staten Island or something like that? No, he's from New Jersey. Yeah. I think I nailed that. And he has founded a company called VaynerMedia, a media marketing, advertising, communications company in downtown New York, Manhattan Island. And he is now using his platform as a semi-celebrity influencer, key opinion leader to be an NFT guru. He's pivoted or synergistically combined two items. He's got his, megaphone as a media communications mogul and this emerging technology called NFTs. And he's just like, okay, so let's just use that platform to shill my NFT projects. And for example, he made $90 million in 90 days. He is making a brilliant 3D chess move on all of us right now by scooping up these NFTs for cheap and then advertising them, promoting the shit out of them so that everyone, their mother and their father, wants one, right? And so here we are. Yeah, he's now got his top 25 projects that I'm sure he owns a massive chunk of, and he is shilling back to us. We got Women and Weapons, pretty dope here. We got Brain Vomit, which Brain Vomit Collection, it's a pretty funny name. Okay, and Creature World. Yeah, the low price on this one here, so. You might actually, there's a lot of upside potential here, especially since it's number 3 listed on Gary V's top NFT collection. So something to take into consideration there. I wonder when this project launched. I'd love to check it out. Creature World. Okay. So it's a game. Get out of my ass. Are you assing my ass? You assing my ass? What the hell is this? Oh, so this is a freaking what? So you're in heaven? This is wild. Hey, what's up? What's going on? All right, cool. I love you. Welcome to Costco. I love you. All right. Okay, that's what Creature World is. I love it. All right, Gary Vaynerchuk is and so now it brings us back to Veefriends, right? Where this is a this is a way for you to be in an exclusive club with Gary Vaynerchuk. Essentially, you buy one of these NFTs and you are now a part of his creative community. You're going to get airdropped some tokens, but most importantly, you are going to be a part of him and his friends. So you're going to have, I would assume, maybe some line of communication with Gary Vaynerchuk and Gary Vaynerchuk's creative partners. And to put that in perspective, people are paying about $40,000 just to take a picture with Barack Obama. And for these to be about $50,000 each, the floor price is actually going up while I'm recording this. It was just $16.5, now it's $16.6. Come on. All right. And so now, you can just pay a one-time fee of about $50,000 and you are now in the club with Gary Vaynerchuk. And one comparison I have for this is that there are these parties. I've heard about these party groups in downtown Manhattan where you pay $250,000 a year just to be on the list, right? And the reason you pay that money to be on the list is because these are pop-up parties like on rooftops throughout New York that you don't get to find out about until the day of, right? So there's this text group. So you get text and told about when and where the projects are. And And the reason you want to be on that list is because there's supermodels that go to these parties. Like this is the party that all the supermodels go to. Why do the supermodels go to this party? Well, because every dude at that party had to pay $250,000 just to get on the list, right? Why do these guys pay $250,000? Because the supermodels are there. Why are the supermodels there? Because every guy there paid $250,000 just to be on the list. Same thing is going on here. You're paying $50,000 because Gary Vaynerchuk's going to be at this party. And it's not a every time you go, it's just a one-time fee. It does quickly scale up and get into the $60,000, $70,000 range real quick here. And you might shuck it off and be like, this is just child art. I could draw this. What's the point here? I could just right click save that. Yeah, but you're not going to be in Gary Vaynerchuk's club. You are not going to have that exclusive blockchain number that gets you into his club, right? So they may be silly pieces of artwork, but it is something you take very seriously, not only because, Gary Vaynerchuk's associated with this, but also because this is a new paradigm for NFT projects like this. Like this is what it's going to be like moving forward, where Mark Cuban, for example, might have an NFT token like this, where you get direct communications with Mark Cuban. I'm pretty sure people would pay a one-time fee of $50,000 just for that opportunity. Imagine if you could pay, like a Ariana Grande made one that was, a little bit more liquid. It wasn't so few of them. She put out like 1 million of them, and you could get one for $1,000, and it lets you do one-on-one time with Ariana Grande. I'm sure there is a large group of Sweet 16 MTV episode type girls who would want their parents to buy them one of those things, right? And I think this is a new wave of interaction with celebrity that Gary Vee is pioneering here, that fully hasn't come out yet, that is very interesting to say the least. And long story short, I think this is a project you definitely want to keep your eye on. I am really curious about how this one will play out, and I think you guys should realize that this is a new paradigm for, interactions with celebrities in a digital Web3 sort of world. And then, simultaneously for Gary Vee, he is also taking the communication a little bit more seriously because he knows that you paid $50,000 to talk to him, right? You're not just some guy on the street who ran up to him at the airport and wants to get an autograph or something. You are also a successful entrepreneur with the funds to back it up, and you probably have some very poignant questions to which Gary Vee would want to interact with. So all in all, I think that this is a really smart 3D chess move by the legend Gary Vee, and I am super excited to see what other things will come out of this new paradigm. I'm sure it'll be just nothing but exclusive access cards with the best in the biz. And now it's time for some NFT news. And boy, oh boy, we got some stinkers for you, as Coinbase's NFT segment could add $1 billion to annual revenue. Mark Z-Style Zuckerberg says NFTs are coming to Instagram. GameStop plans to launch an NFT marketplace by the end of July. Bored Ape Yacht Club introduces ApeCoin. Say what? LimeWire NFT coming soon, and NFT use cases that will probably remain after the hype dies down. And our first story is about Coinbase's NFT segment adding $1 billion in annual revenue. Needham says, I love you. That's a cool name. I've never heard that before. To put that in perspective, they had $7.4 billion in annual revenue in 2021. So all things being equal, they're going to add another 12% to their overall revenue. If you're not an NFT fan, if you're not a crypto fan, then you can at least get some indirect exposure to this $1 billion in annual revenue by buying some Coinbase stock on the U.S. stock market. The real conversation I want to have is, where the F is the freaking marketplace, my dudes? Like Crypto.com announced their NFT marketplace at the same time you did. They've already launched theirs. Where yours at, though? Win Coinbase NFT Marketplace. Fractal Marketplace by the infamous Justin Kahn on the Solana network. They announced themselves and released their marketplace in about the same time frame, Coinbase. So where that, though? Where it be, guys? And I think what's really happening is they might have found some issues. They might have found some bugs in their system, or they're probably having regulation issues with the US government. And so at the end of the day, you always got to agree that a delayed video game is better than a rushed video game that's really bad. So they want to do it right, and it's probably a really, really big project with a lot more infrastructure than Crypto.com and the Fractal Marketplace has. But we will see. They are still hyping it up. Us crypto and NFT fans are super stoked on the idea of this finally launching. And again, if you're not necessarily into the crypto fad, you can get indirect exposure to this 12% increase in the U.S. stock market. So that's along the medium and the short of that, babies. We got Mark Zuckerberg, Z-Style Zuckman, is getting his NFTs are coming soon to Instagram. It's about time, dude, because Twitter's already got it going, man. So you're kind of behind the 8 ball here. But this is not the only mountain left to climb for NFTs. I see this being an integration that takes place across the whole Web 2 space. Like you will have an Amazon Prime NFT membership card. You will have a Walmart, Costco, Sam's Club, all that stuff will have some kind of NFT associated with it. Every single social media platform will have an NFT associated with it. Like LinkedIn is probably the next one to go. I mean, it's kind of funny to think about that, but yeah, I think LinkedIn might be the next one to make this kind of similar announcement here. So this is not the only mountain left. I know some people might look at this and be like, oh, well, as soon as it gets on Instagram, what's left for these profile pictures? You know, it's already across all social media platforms. Nay. There are many Web 2 implications for NFTs, and I think this is just the first of many tsunami waves to crash on the shore of NFTs. This one I'm supersonically hyped about is GameStop plans to launch an NFT marketplace end of July. Why I'm so excited about this is because GameStop was on life support. They were about to fade into obscurity back in 2019, 2020. It was so bad that they had these absolutely historically insane leveraged short positions on GameStop stock. That's how bad it was. And there was this fear amongst all us millennials that like, oh no, here goes another Blockbuster. Another Circuit City, another Toys R Us, just fading into obscurity, something that we will talk about to our grandkids and they will think we are crazy. But no, the community came together and they pumped up the price of this stock. And now GameStop is utilizing the NFT revolution to put itself in a better financial position. And I love it. They're innovating. They're doing what Blockbuster couldn't, and they're gracefully, making this transition from, in-store physical locations to a fully digital interaction with the community. So I am so proud of you, GameStop. Keep it going. You're hyped up. You got this uncle's love here, and I want you to keep getting it, my dudes. We have the NFT news. The Bored Ape Yacht Club introduces ApeCoin. What's going on here is people were selling their Bored Apes. The floor price was starting to drop. People were pitching these things because, let's be honest, cocaine parties aren't cheap. You got to buy mirrors. You got to pay for yachts. You got to have the funnel of cocaine constantly coming into your party space. And the only way to keep the lights on at these coke parties was by selling your Bored Apes. Now, thankfully, Bored Ape has introduced this new ape token. So you do not have to sell your Bored Ape to keep the cocaine coming. You can now sell this token, right? And it incentivizes people to keep holding. It's going to increase the exclusivity of the Bored Ape yacht community, but let's call a spade here. They wanted to keep people from selling these bad boys, so why not release a token, right? Give people liquidity to keep the cocaine flowing. That's along the story of that project, guys. LimeWire is coming out with NFTs. This is another project that I thought was dead. I thought that the servers were locked up in some kind of FBI hold room or something. Like, I thought this project was completely dead, but it's amazing. No, they are alive, kicking it, and then utilizing the NFT revolution to pull themselves out of obscurity, just like GameStop. So I'm proud of you guys. Like, keep it going. This is great. I personally didn't use LimeWire. I plead the fifth. I heard about it a lot in the hallways at school. Not me. You get viruses on your computer if you downloaded LimeWire. I plead the fifth. And this is, I wouldn't know, but people are definitely pretty excited about it. So you can bet your bottom dollar that these NFTs will go up in price because of the hype. Not for me, though. Don't know what's going on there. And our next story, NFT use cases that will probably remain after the hype dies down. We have in-game items. So this is the whole play to earn space where your cosmetics, your avatar will be an NFT of some kind, but then also you will yield some kind of bonus from playing the game, completing levels. Like I played hundreds of hours of Skyrim in my college dorm room, and I can get paid a dime for that. But in this new play to earn revolution, I might be able to pay for the game and buy the next game just on the rewards I get as a player, which it's about time. Finally, the players getting their comeuppance for all the effort they put into beating Skyrim while I was in college. Memorabilia collectibles, this is the NBA Top Shots, anything Gronkowski released. These are items that will increase in value the same way baseball cards did. So let's say Gronkowski dies in a horrible Corvette accident at the Grand Canyon next year that I know nothing about. His NFTs would increase substantially in value. So that's something to take in consideration that who knows? Gronkowski might die in a Corvette accident next year. I don't know what you're talking about. Customer loyalty programs is another one where Coca-Cola recently auctioned loot boxes of NFTs, including digital apparel that can be displayed in the metaverse platform. So new ways for these physical locations to interact with the consumer in the same way GameStop is kind of trying to revolutionize that. We have memberships, back to our theme, Gary Vee and his Vee Friends, It's memberships and community building. So ways for you to interact with like-minded people and or celebrities. So you can pay a exorbitant fee to only interact with people who are in the same intellectual circles as you, right? So if you want to ask engaging questions about multimedia communications and advertising, you could have some kind of interaction with Gary Vee in a limited capacity, which is worth the price of admission sometimes, And then we have the digital art. So there are modern day Picassos and Da Vinci's, Leonardo's, all the Ninja Turtles are creating artwork on a regular basis. And as soon as they pass away in that horrible Corvette accident with Gronkowski, this artwork will increase in incredible amounts. So whenever we have the Web3 version of Van Gogh biting his ear off, that artwork will explode in value. And so those are the 6 use cases that will probably remain after the hype dies down. And it wouldn't be an episode of Fun Uncle without some cryptocurrency news where mass adoption will drive Bitcoin up 10x by 2025. Is the US developing a digital dollar? Ether outperforms Bitcoin. Animoca backs $500 platform on Terra Luna. Dogecoin is 12x more valuable than the Russian ruble. And Tom Brady has a Bitcoin offer for one superfan. And for our first story, mass adoption will drive Bitcoin up 10x by 2025. This is so encouraging and validating for us crypto enthusiasts because for years now, we've been dreaming, pipe dreams, that maybe one day Bitcoin will be worth $100,000 a token. And in a crazy, insane world, maybe at the end of our lifetime, when we're 70, 80 years old, it could be worth $1 million a token. And these are dreams we have been talking amongst each other for years. And now we are having institutions backing us up. They are saying it could be worth $400,000 a token in a little as 3 years. And this is just so encouraging. It's so validating. We've been saying this for years, and now the big money bean counters and number crunchers are in agreement with us. They see the scarcity. They see the value proposition. They're noticing that millennials are buying it up and they are the future of this world. So if 40 to 50% of millennials are buying it up, you better believe that that will be the trend moving forward. And there's only 21 million Bitcoin, yet there's 140 million actually new people born every single year. So that will, of course, the scarcity effect drive this price up substantially. And it's just crazy to think that it could go up 10x in a little as 3 years. For our next story, is the U.S. developing a digital dollar? Well, fricks yeah, home slice. I don't know if you remember, but China released its digital yuan during the Beijing Olympics. So U.S.'s economic rival, China, already has a cryptocurrency out. So the U.S. might be being left in the dust here if they don't develop one. I would actually be hopeful that they already have one in development and they're about to release it soon. And this article is one of those where there's smoke, there's fire kind of things. In the same way that Facebook and Instagram need to launch NFTs on their platform to catch up with Twitter, the US definitely needs to launch a digital currency soon in order to catch up with its economic rival, China. Ether outperforms Bitcoin as Bitcoin rises above 42K. So ETH was up 5% in 24 hours compared to Bitcoin's 2% in 24 hours. This is another one of those dreams that Ethereum maxis and cryptocurrency enthusiasts alike have always thought that Ethereum had a better value proposition than Bitcoin between its smart contracts, between its layer 1 and layer 2s. It does faster transactions. It's got great leadership behind it. Like the people who are making decisions behind the scene for Ethereum are people with great conviction. And so for those of us who have done our research, we've always been like, yeah, Ethereum should be worth more, right? It should be able to close the gap between Bitcoin and in the crazy world, it might do the quote unquote flippening where its market cap value is greater than Bitcoin's market cap value. It's yet to be seen. However, it's encouraging that it's making 2x strides compared to Bitcoin. Maybe ETH 2.0 might push it a little further. However, Bitcoin also has the potential of a Lightning network, and they say it'll have 40,000 transactions per second. So there's a lot up in the air here. However, if we want to build this self-fulfilling prophecy conversation, the same as Bitcoin could hit $400,000 someday, the same self-fulfilling prophecy could be conveyed about how Ethereum's market cap could one day flip Bitcoin's market cap. For our next story here, FTX Animoca back $500 million crypto gaming platform on Terra. For those of you who don't know, there's a new revolution happening behind the scenes called the play-to-earn gaming, blockchain gaming, NFT gaming, call it what you want to call it, but it is a revolution that people are jumping on. And it essentially is you play video games and you get paid back in that game's cryptocurrency for completing tasks. They're currently on Solana. There's Ethereum-based games. There's some on the Polygon blockchain as well. And there will be a new one on Terra Luna. And they're throwing down $500 million. That means they assume that it'll be a multi-billion-dollar industry just on the Terra Luna chain alone. And when you compare that to the overall gaming market, that when you combine all of Xbox, PlayStation, PC, and video game revenue, like that's got to be $1 trillion market. So to put $500 million down on a full platform for multiple games, they are definitely going to make their money back. And Animoca is one of those unstoppable forces. They are a behemoth in the space, so anything they put their money into is probably a good bet for you to put your money into as well. This one's pretty sad. Dogecoin is worth 12x the Russian ruble. Because of this war in Ukraine, Russia's stock is plummeting. The ruble is now worth 1 penny each. And this comparison is so sad that something called Dogecoin, a joke cryptocurrency, has retained its value better than a country's currency. Russia has oil, nuclear warheads, and titanium. Like they have mining reserves and 100 million people in its population. And a silly coin named Dogecoin was able to retain its value. I mean, freaking Russia has a military, has MiG fighter jets. I mean, are you kidding me? They have tanks, yet something called Dogecoin is holding its value better than Russia. It's definitely a clear sign of the times and a comparison that I could not help but talk about here in this episode. I can't break it down any further, but it's just one of those statements to be like, wow, that's definitely a water cooler conversation. Like, holy crap, I can't believe Russia's that bad off. Dogecoin's better than Russian ruble. Yeesh, what a comparison. And for our last story here, Tom Brady has a Bitcoin offer for an unfortunate buyer of his last touchdown ball. The GOAT, the man, the myth, the legend, the guy who has more Super Bowl rings than any football franchise and player for that matter. He has 7 rings right now, or 6 rings, going on 7. That he has more than any franchise, I know that for sure. And some actually unlucky fan bought his ball for $518,000. The last touchdown ball, that definitely would increase in value for you to own a piece of historical memorabilia from the greatest football legend we have ever seen in our lifetimes. And you own a piece of that. Not only do you own a piece of it, you own a keystone, milestone piece of his athletic career. Yet Tom Brady decided to come out of retirement and play at least another season, if not more. And so now the value is plummeting on this $518,000 investment from this super fan. So thankfully, Tom Brady has some spare Bitcoin laying around to toss that guy's way. And I think it's about time, dude. You got Giselle, you got all those Super Bowl rings, you got that beautiful chiseled chin, you got all that money and all that glory. Come on, dude, help a brother out. Man paid $518,000 for your football. Thankfully, we have something called Bitcoin to help smooth this wound out a little bit. And now it's my favorite part of the show. It's the LADZ City Lounge, where you, my nieces and nephews, are kicking it with me, your neighborhood fun uncle, deep in the heart of LADZ City, where we're talking about all things lads, where I get to hype up a community that has been so good to me over the last year. And it starts, of course, by looking at the YouTube page. If you're watching this video, of course, you know about the YouTube page, right? Where we have juicy morsels on the regular being dropped almost daily, where you're getting alpha on NFT news from a plethora of content creators. It is a whole network of communicators bringing the alpha right to your door front. Two shows I want to hype up in particular are the Nifty Q show, where he had on Niftify a revolutionary play to earn marketplace that is coming out soon. Just an example of the kind of extreme cutting edge alpha that's being brought to you on a regular basis here on LADZ City. Another one I want to hype up is Music Mondays. Brand new episode every single Monday. Tomorrow you can catch this triad and a guest host talking about music and NFTs. It's such a fun show, really. I love their interactions with each other. They're like brothers and sisters, the way they communicate with each other. Louis C. Rhymes has incredible energy, and they always bring on someone who is an incredible artist, someone who is recording on the regular and posting their music on the blockchain via music NFTs. Most notably, I think, is Audius, where you can see Jared, Natalie, and Louis C. Rhymes. You're going to want to check them out. They are fun people, and they know exactly what they're talking about. I love hyping up this show. It's so fun. So checking them out every single Monday here on the LADZ City Network. But really, the juicy morsel is the Discord. If you really want to know the hottest of the hottest, if you want to interact with the most exclusive of exclusives, you want to be in the Discord. Links are down below in the description, where you have like-minded NFT enthusiasts hyping each other up on the regular. We have all kinds of contests going on. We are airdropping exclusive NFTs and LADZ tokens to our users constantly. This is a great space to be in. We are constantly rewarding people for their contributions to the space. This is where the alpha is being dropped. You're being told if a Discord is being hacked, what piece of technology is coming out, what new NFT project do you want to buy, everything and more. And most importantly, it's a great forum for you to express your questions, where a bunch of us can help you answer it. So hit me up in the Discord. Truthfully, send me a message. My line's always open. I love interacting with people. And also let me know what you think of the content down in the comments below. I got thick skin. I want to build a better ship for you to ride in. So let me know what you liked and what you disliked. And also interact with the Discord community. Let us know what kind of information should we be researching and highlighting in future videos. And you can do that here in the Discord. Another thing I like to do on a weekly basis is comb through every single one of the threads in the Discord and find the person who's contributing the most. Who is the most LADZ City lad community could ever have asked for? Who's helping us move the ball forward, is saying encouraging things in the chat, is dropping alpha, is answering questions, is contributing on a regular basis. And this week's winner is a long time coming. Someone who has been a sleeper, who I've totally overlooked, and I'm so sorry. You have been there this whole time I've been here and longer, interacting on a regular basis. There have just been some other key players throughout the months who have edged you out, but this is a long time coming, Elbow. You definitely deserve a Lad of the Week sooner or later, and this is your week, my guy. I'm so sorry it took so long. You have definitely been in the community way longer than me. You have been contributing to this space way longer than I have, and this is just one of those long time coming. I actually feel bad you haven't earned it yet. I'm so sorry I overlooked you all those months, but hey, it's your time to shine, buddy. You have won the award. Of course, I'm going to airdrop you some tokens in the Discord. And if you would like to be like my main man Elbow here, being the Lad of the Week, then all you got to do is just join the Discord and interact. be hanging out, be contributing, be encouraging, be showing up for events, be even participating in the regular giveaways we have constantly. There are so many reasons to be a part of this Discord, and the most important one I like to highlight is my Lad of the Week. So thank you, Elbow, for doing what you're doing. You are helping us build a better castle in the clouds, my guy. Well, that's the whole satchel of enchiladas, my nieces and nephews. Thank you again for watching this episode of Fun Uncle. If you could do me a favor, smash the like, the subscribe, tell me what you think of the content down in the comments below, and keep your ear to the ground for the massive things taking place at Hard Fork Gaming Guild in 2022. Last but not least, I gotta touch on my NFT project. I don't know if you remember, I have 200 unique tropical themed NFTs available on the OpenSea marketplace right now. Well, I have launched my 5th and final riddle. It is now live. For those of you who don't know, all you have to do is buy one of my NFTs, go into the unlockable content. You will find a path to one of my riddles. First one to solve it and email me the answer, and bam, I will send you $100 in Ethereum. And I've got 2 of these NFT riddles live right now. So if you think you have what it takes to crack one of my riddles, head on over to OpenSea today. First one to email me the answer. It's a no-brainer. I've got 2 of them live right now. $200 are on the table. If you think you got what it takes, head on over to OpenSea today.